Edy Marcel, Active Training and Coaching, and PLENUM. Well, I'm here today to start a series of videos about the development of the young children and adolescents, teenagers in sports. Well, the most important thing we have to keep in mind at all times is the way that the teachers and parents see sports to their children. Well, it's very important, mainly for a coach, a PI teacher, everybody that works with kids, to bear in mind that kids are in constant development, right? You see, in the past, in old times, most of the coaches would be former athletes that would bring to the pitch, the court, all their experience. Well, their experience is always welcome, but it's very important not for us as coaches to keep ourselves only in the field of empiricism. It's very important for us to respect while developing younger kids and athletes that will become professional athletes, high performance athletes. It's very important for us as workers, as teachers, as coaches, even as human beings that works with young kids and teenagers, for us to keep in mind that we are responsible for human beings that are in constant development in various areas of their minds, their bodies, their reactions to the things they see, so the things they do, all their surroundings and the ways that those surroundings affect them and their those details must be taken into consideration, because the way that he understands the strategy at the age of 10 is different than the way that he understands the strategy in the age of 15, 17, 20. There are also the psychological aspects. Psychological aspects are pretty much the motives that brings the player, the athlete, to be part in the sports. And it's very important for us to understand what are their motives. It's important to be coming from the heart, because something that you love, you will spend more time doing. You'll put yourself totally in there. And teenagers and young athletes, they're not different. Well, the physical aspect as well is the actual forming the body, developing the body and its capabilities and its structures. Because you can't ask a player to perform something that its muscles are not developed to. For example, if you want to work on strength, you have to be very attentive to what age, how you're developing that. Are you using the body weight? Are you using weights? I don't think that weights are the best choice for athletes in younger age. Interesting would be to ask them, develop them, teach them on how to develop their own bodies, how to understand how the body works, and all the manners that the body works, parts with parts, because you have to keep in mind that movement brings movement. There is no sport that you just stand there. You're always moving. Even if you are a weightlifter, you have segments of your body moving. Or depends on the movement, you have compound exercise that even standing at the same place, it will make you move your whole body. Well, we can never forget the physiology of the body. The physiology is the way that our body responds to the stimulus. We, as coaches and trainers, have to understand that younger kids won't be mature enough to lift heavier weights. The conscience of the athlete about his own body is something that we help them to understand. The coaches and trainers, we have the technical information, but the players will be the ones that will experience it. And it's very important while doing that we are there to support and to correct. Every young athlete has to be given the chance of not being a champion. I know it's not easy to understand that because all of us want to be champions. I want to be champion. When I put myself into something, I want to perform my best. And that means being a champion. Being a champion means you get to the point where you are actually making something happen in regards to yourself. You will have to have that inner strength that will follow you through your life about everything you do, not only sports. And then you'll get there for sure. Everybody can get to the top notch. Thing is, we have to respect every step of the staircase. We go up, we go step by step, and we develop our cognition skills, our strength skills, running skills, just like athletes. So we have to keep that in mind. Most of us have, for sure, participated in sports before. So we know what the feeling is. The social behavior, right? Helps us to deal with other people, other personalities, even with our own personality in regards to control our mind, to control our mood, to control the way we react to situations. What are the efforts that are necessary to make things happen? A very important value in sports is the training, the actual training. The athlete has to put himself in there or herself in there and understand that the only way to achieve their goals is through effort. As physical trainers, we know that the interdependence principle is very important to be considered during training sessions, training planning. So if you have lots of volume, it's important not to have lots of intensity. So these two have to be combined in a really, really balanced manner. About the interdependence principle, we will talk more in further videos. Under the age of 10, the training sessions should have maximum 1 hour and should be presented to the athletes 3 to 4 days a week. Under the age of 10 to 15, 14, the training sessions should have 1.5 hours, imagining 5 days a week at most. And over the age of 15, there would be no problem to work out during 2 hours. Depends on the sports, depends on the workout, depends on the heat of the environment, and of course, depends on the sports and the level that the athletes are working and training. Of course, you can take it a little longer. In countries like Brazil, where I live, where I have worked with high performance athletes in soccer, we have a culture that allows the athletes to work, for example, 2 times a day, once in the morning, once in the afternoon. If that's the case, the trainer, the coach has to consider the overall time of working out and training during one day. That you can't have 1 hour, 30 minutes in the morning, 1 hour, 30 minutes in the afternoon. It could be counterproductive. We are responsible for the development, for the good health, for even to help them to achieve their dreams. Keep that in mind and achieve. Take good care. Until next time, see you.